All right, y'all. It was a glitch. I don't know what it was, but anyhow, I don't know if you heard the music of the new hip hop anthem for reparations, but if you didn't, maybe the next time. Okay, here we go. Kansas Justice Advocate Facebook Live introduction. Facebook friends and family viewers, welcome to Kansas Justice Advocate Facebook Live, where we open the door to the reparations movement in Wichita. Join us as we explore the multifaceted aspects of this movement and dissecting the ongoing efforts to address historical injustices in Kansas. Come on. What is what is I don't know what is going on, y'all. But it's like it wants to this wants to want to freeze up on me. Come on. Okay, let's stop the share and let's see what happens. I don't get it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Another glitch. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, but sometimes these things happen. Okay, case for reparations. Here is a more in-depth analysis of why a commission to study reparations in Wichita is needed for black people. I think we're recording. Hopefully we are. No, keep going. Resume. There we go. A comprehensive commission reparations in Wichita, Kansas is essential due to a historical context of systemic racism and discriminatory policies. Examining the legacy of redlining and discriminatory lending practices and unequal access to opportunities can reveal enduring economic disparities within the Black community. Analyzing the long time consequences of these practices, such as limited wealth accumulation and restricted access to quality education, will provide a nuanced understanding of the multifaceted challenges faced by Black residents. A targeted study can also highlight specific areas where monetary restitution can address past injustices, fostering economic empowerment and promoting a more equitable future in Wichita. Just give this some thought. There were 400 years of slavery in this country, 100 years of Jim Crow, 58 additional years of segregation, 14 years of fighting for Black civil rights. And here we are in 2024, still fighting for our rights. The Supreme Court gutted the Voting Rights Act, and Republican legislators want to suppress the voting rights of the people. Okay, that's what they want to do. So what's up with that? I don't see where we're on Facebook Live. Let me see what's going on. Well, I might just have to record this, but anyway, because it just doesn't seem like we're supposed to be on Facebook Live, but it just does not seem like that's what. Oh no, but it says we're on live streaming. I'm just gonna do what I'm doing. Okay. Affirmative action benefited white women, but not blacks, and it no longer exists due to the Supreme Court. I don't know what's going on with me today, y'all, but hey, I'm gonna do this thing no matter what. Okay. Kansas Justice Advocate work in review. Over the past year, Kansas Justice Advocate has been tirelessly championing the cause of reparations in Wichita, focusing specifically on addressing historical injustices against the Black community. In the ongoing movement of reparations, Kansas Justice Advocate has demonstrated unwavering commitment, actively engaging with the community to raise awareness and push for tangible solutions with the community to raise awareness and push tangible solutions for the betterment of Black individuals in Wichita. Oh, come on, Mary. You know, this is live, it's raw and uncut, okay? Kansas Justice Advocate work over the past year has been instrumental in fostering dialogue and understanding around the need for reparations, showcasing a dedication to justice and equity for the Black population in Wichita. Through strategic initiatives and grassroots efforts, Kansas Justice Advocate has played a pivotal role in shaping the discourse on reparations, contributing to a more equitable future for Black residents in Wichita. In the community that Kansas Justice Advocate, the organization has been a driving force in the movement of reparation, actively working towards dismantling systemic barriers for the Black community in Wichita. Okay, we want to talk about a coalition. Next steps is to form a coalition. And what is the purpose of a coalition? One, the coalition will be comprised of individuals who will actively engage with the commission, overseeing reparations, fostering transparency through regular communication and public forums to ensure the community is informed about the recommendations being made. Two, through strategic collaboration, the coalition can advocate for an inclusive and transparent commission by encouraging community involvement in the decision-making process, holding town hall meetings, and promoting open dialogue between the commission members and the public. Three, utilizing the coalition's collective influence, they can advocate for the commission to publish regular progress reports, ensuring transparency in the reparations study process, and maintaining a commitment to keeping the community informed about the developments and recommendations. Four, the coalition should actively lobby for community representation on the commission, ensuring diverse perspectives and experiences are considered in the study of reparations, promoting transparency and accountability in the decision-making process. Five, through joint efforts, the coalition can call for public hearings and forums organized by the commission, allowing citizens, especially from the Black community, to voice their concerns, ask questions, and contribute to a transparent and inclusive decision on reparations recommendations. These examples illustrate how a coalition can play a crucial role in advocating for transparency in the Commission's recommendations for reparations in Wichita. You can adjust them based on the specific content and goals of the coalition. I put something in here as well on why the governor of Kansas should support a commission of reparations for Blacks in Wichita. Uh, During her election, her first election, Blacks overwhelmingly came out and voted for Governor Kelly. and her reelection, it was the same thing. She came to Wichita. She traveled all over Kansas to get support from people, especially Black people, who helped her overwhelmingly get back into office. And so these are the reasons why I think Governor Kelly, or Kansas Justice Advocate, think that Governor Kelly should support a commission to study reparations for Black people in Wichita. One, supporting a commission to study reparations in Wichita aligns with Governor Laura Kelly's commitment to equity and justice, aligned for a thorough examination of historical injustices and the creation of informed policies that address the specific needs of the Black community. Two, by endorsing a commission for reparations in Wichita, Governor Kelly demonstrates leadership in acknowledging and rectifying historical wrongs, fostering an inclusive dialogue that can lead to meaningful initiatives benefiting the Black population and promoting social cohesion. Three, Governor Kelly's support for a reparations commission in Wichita will underscore her dedication to addressing systemic inequalities, fostering reconciliation, and ensuring that the state takes concrete steps toward rectifying the historical injustices faced by the Black community. Four, endorsing a commission to study reparations in Wichita is an opportunity for Governor Laura Kelly to showcase her commitment to a fair and just society, providing a platform for comprehensive research and dialogue to inform policies that tackle the long-standing challenges faced by Black residents. Five, Governor Kelly's support for a reparations commission in Wichita can be a proactive step in fostering a more inclusive and equitable Kansas, demonstrating a commitment to understanding the historical impact of systemic injustices and working towards a more just future. These examples present reasons why Governor Laura Kelly should support a commission to study reparations in Wichita, emphasizing themes of justice, equality, and the acknowledgement of historical wrongs. Adapt them based on specific priorities and values important to the governor. You know what they say? All politics are local. Come on now. I want to talk about the petition drive. Now, I started the petition drive online with change.org, but it was suggested to me that I should make it more personal. Or not I keep saying I. Kansas Justice Advocate should make it more personal to the city council members to show that there is support in Wichita to create a commission to study reparations. And so I have location, dates, and times for people to bring their petition, because I did a lot of phone calling and I through my contact list, and I got up to the F's. And I'm like, no, this ain't working. So I have locked down dates and times for people to come and bring their petition that's been filled out, or you can fill out the petition at these locations. So on Friday, March the 8th, 2024, we will be at the Urban League at 2418 East 9th Street North from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's on Friday, March the 8th. So bring your petition or come sign the petition, please. On Saturday, March the 9th, 2024, we will be at Paradise Baptist Church, 4401 East 17th Street North, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. On Monday, March 11th, 2024, we will be at Launchpad, Bryce Graham's Launchpad at 3926 East 13th Street North from 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. And on Monday, March 18th, 2024, we will be at WSU Radican Student Center, 1845 Fairmont Street, number 55, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, people are telling me that I need to keep, reminding people and telling people about reparations. Okay, I'm all for that. I'm up to that. And if any organization, any church, any sorority, fraternity, if you want me to do a virtual presentation or come and talk to your members, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Just give me a call, and I forgot to put my number down here, but you can email me at Mary0506@cox.net. Again, Mary0506@cox.net, or call me at 316-371-2253. And here's some dates that you can look up on my YouTube channel under Mary Dean, on some of the past presentations that has been given about reparations. The dates to look for are January 8th, 2024, for Kansas City, Missouri, Attorney Mickey Dean's presentation on reparations. Attorney Mickey Dean, he goes through step by step on what reparations is, why there is, talk about reparation, and how it started and why it's needed. There are cities across the country that are doing their own commissions because people are actually tired of waiting for HR 40 that has been lingering in Congress forever, since John Connors. And so cities like Evanston, Illinois, did the first. They were the first one that started. You got Asheville, North Carolina. You have San Francisco, St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, Boston, Massachusetts, and just cities across the country. And then the New York governor of the state of New York, she signed a bill for reparations last year. And then this year, they have actually appointed people on the commission, and they're seating. They have seated them. And so this is a movement. It's not a moment. It's a movement. Okay, and so the second presentation that you can go look at on my YouTube channel, is on February the 1st, 2024, is where we did a virtual panel discussion on Let's Talk Reparations. And then on February 22, 2024, Kansas Justice Advocate President did a presentation to the people of Wichita about reparations. So if you want to know more about reparations, then you can go to these dates on my YouTube page, and you can look at those presentations. And you can also go to my Facebook pages, Kansas Justice Advocate, and my regular feed under Mary Dean, and look at those as well. And I'm willing to send anybody that asks for, the information on where they can look for more information about reparation, because reparations is more than just about a check. Check don't hurt, but it's about Black economics and the wealth gap. It's about educational inequality. It's about environmental injustice. It's about the criminal unequal system. It's about it's about the health and wellness gap. It's about voter suppression. It's about so many things besides a check. And I said, the check don't hurt, but it's broader than that, y'all. It's more than that. So again, I'm willing to do presentations. I'm willing to share information about the movement here in Wichita when it comes to creating a commission for reparations for Black people, for some of the, not some, a lot of the historical systemic injustices and racism that Black people have suffered for decades and still are. They still trying to take away our rights. They still think we are not human. But our people built this country. And people never, Black people didn't get paid. We didn't get paid. Everybody else has been paid. But when it comes to Black people, and we talking about reparations, everybody, oh, well, my people didn't have a slave. No, but your folks benefited from that. They're gutting our civil rights. They taking away affirmative action. It's done. And they still trying to figure out how they can take us back to where we don't want to go. So why is it such a deal when it comes to Black people talking about reparations? When Lincoln, everybody always want to talk about Lincoln, but when Lincoln actually, when he supposedly freed the slaves, said, hey, y'all gonna get 40 acres and a mule. But that didn't happen because when he was assassinated, the next president that came in, he rescinded all that. And so when we had nothing, when our people had nothing, what did they do? They went and built flourishing communities, Black communities that had banks and stores and theaters and insurance companies and everything that you ever wanted. And what happened? It was destroyed because of jealousy, white supremacy jealousy. They destroyed those flourishing communities. And our people picked themselves up by their bootstraps and they were destroyed. Keep that in mind. And when people say, well, you know, you don't need to get a check. Well, really? Well, did anybody ask all those people who got reparations for the Holocaust, the Indian massacre, the Japanese internment, the bombing of New York? Did anybody ask them how they spent their money? What you gonna do with it? But only Black people. Only Black people. If I appear to be angry, that's how people want to label us. Angry Black woman. Well, I am angry. I'm gonna take that goddamn title because I am angry. I'm angry that our people are still suffering with systemic racism on every level. Here I am in my 70s, and I've been through the civil rights era, and here we go again. Yeah, I'm angry. I sure is. And each and every one of you that hopefully is looking at this or joining in to view this, you should be angry too, but angry enough to do something about what you're angry about. Okay. I've been at, this other issue has been floating around about cannabis. And I gave it some thought and I said I wanted to say, I wanted to say something about it because cannabis could help with the funds of reparations, okay? But I want to give respect and accolades to the person that really, really started talking about legalizing cannabis in Kansas. And that person is, she's with our ancestors, former Representative Gail Finney. Gail knew the importance of legalizing cannabis in Kansas. Gail Finney, who was a Democratic state representative from Wichita, had been a staunch advocate for medicinal marijuana legislation in Kansas for over a decade. Despite facing jokes and caustic blowback, she and fellow legislator David Haley proposed a law to legalize medical use of cannabis products in the state. Their efforts were met with skepticism as marijuana remains federally categorized as equally dangerous to public health as heroin. Really? Okay. However, Finney's commitment to reform aligns with changes adopted in more than 36 other states. And it's kind of funny how all of a sudden, in those states that have legalized marijuana, Colorado, California, and others, how their revenue has gone up expeditiously, gone up. But here we are, you have some people up there in Topeka thinking about, maybe licensing people, certain folks to get licensed to do the cannabis, but probably their buddies, but everybody else will be left out, especially minorities. But it's all right to lock majority of Black and brown people, majority Black, in prison and jail for minor uses of marijuana than to make it legal. But if you make it legal, you're going to make sure that you make some money off of it. Come on now, y'all. Ty Matheson. Think about it. Make it make sense. I'm just saying. Recognize who started this movement in cannabis to make it legal in Kansas. Our angel, our queen, Representative Gail Finney. Okay. Representative Ford Carr. He wrote an op-ed in one of the papers that, picked it up. I got the link there, and you can go to that and you can read it, because he had a lot to say about what's going on up there in Topeka when it comes to racism. And he says, racism hurts Black and brown Kansas. And the new medical cannabis land leaves them out. And this is in the opinion letter by Representative Ford Carr. Representative Ford Carr and other legislators are actively working to address the cannabis legalization issue in Kansas. But the path forward remains complex and multifaceted. I wonder why. Why do y'all think it is that it's so complex? Is it because people that look like you and me won't be the ones that will get the licenses to make sure that everything is equal and on the up and up? Time methods. And all you other chairs and heads of committees in Topeka, keep on fighting the good fight, Representative Ford Carr. I want to give you an in-depth analysis of how legalization of cannabis in Kansas, revenue source for reparations for Black people can be. Number one, reparations fund. Establish a fund specifically designated for reparations, funded by a portion of cannabis tax revenue, which can be distributed through various programs aimed at addressing systemic issues faced by Black individuals. 2, entrepreneurship grants. Provide direct grants to Black entrepreneurs looking to start businesses in the cannabis industry or related sectors, contributing to economic empowerment and wealth creation. Number 3, education scholarships. Create scholarship programs funded by cannabis revenue to support educational opportunities for Black individuals, helping address historical educational disparities. Number 4, equitable licensing opportunities. Hello, somebody. Say it to the people that's way back there in the back. Come on, girl. Legislation can prioritize Black entrepreneurs in the cannabis industry, providing them with easier access to licenses and reducing barriers to entry. This promotes economic empowerment and wealth creation within the Black community. So instead of locking them up, help them out to create entrepreneurs and wealth in the community, because that's what y'all looking for. That's what y'all looking to do. Time matters. Number 5, community reinvestment programs. A portion of cannabis tax revenue can be earmarked for community reinvestment programs, is specifically targeting Black neighborhoods. This could fund initiatives such as affordable housing, job training, and infrastructure improvements. 6, and this is really important because the Racial Profiling Board has been working diligently about expungement programs. Ain't all right? Expungement programs. Legislation can include provisions for expunging criminal records related to nonviolent cannabis offenses. This not only helps individuals move forward, but also addresses the disproportionate impact of cannabis prohibition on Black communities. Number 7, healthcare initiatives. Allocate funds for healthcare initiatives addressing issues prevalent in Black communities, such as mental health programs. Come on, y'all. We know that mental health impacts a lot of us. A lot of us. A lot of us in our families. A lot of people that we know. It impacts a lot of us. And I wonder why. Certain communities, we have been so traumatized that we are suffering mentally and have been for a long time. And some because of the stigma of admitting that you have mental illness is kept quiet. But we got to talk about it because there's a lot of young Black boys and girls that are committing suicide and wandering in the desert. They need help. Substance abuse treatment and initiatives combating healthcare disparities. And we know that there are healthcare disparities because, a lot of doctors look at us, nurses look at us and think that we just so healthy and strong and we don't have pain and we don't deal with pain. We deal with pain real good because we just so strong. No, we have paid too. We ache too. But we have a lot of distrust when it comes to doctors and hospitals because of past history and even current history, y'all. So we're human too. Hey, and this is going to get a lot of people. Oh, Lord, I know. Yeah, okay. Stop clutching your pearls. It's fact. Direct cash payments. Funds from the legalized cannabis can be used to distribute checks to Blacks in Kansas who have faced decades of systemic racism against them. Okay, we can do a study. Like I said, it's more than just about a check, but a check don't hurt. And do you know, people, that California's task force recommends $228 billion in the drug war reparations for Black Americans. A California task force is officially recommending that the legislature pass reparation legislation to compensate about 2 million Black Americans with a total of nearly $228 billion for racially disproportionate harms that resulted from the war on drugs in the state over the course of a half a century. Do y'all remember the war on drugs? How long has the war on drugs been going on? And how much money have they got from the war on drugs? You know, forfeitures and, you know, where they getting people's stuff and ain't giving it back, monies, cars, houses, whatever. Who's it benefited? The war on drugs. One chapter of the extensive draft final report, which looked at the history of racial discrimination affecting Black Californians from a variety of angles, focused on mass incarceration and the impact of the drug war. And there has been a very negative, huge impact on the war on drugs against Black people. We are what, 13% of the population in the United States, and the majority of the people that's in prison and in jail are Black because of minor offenses of drug use. And the people that's actually sniffing and shooting and whatever, and depending on who your family is and who the judge is, you don't get any kind of punishment. And because of the 13th Amendment, you know, it deems that if you get in trouble and don't have a job, your behind can go to prison and you're going to be the new slave. I remember one year, me, Shakur, our queen, Gail Finney, and Melanie Miller, we went to El Dorado prison for a tour. This has been so many years ago. And I was shocked to see that they're set up like a goddamn factory, a manufacturing factory. They have all kind of machines and everything in there working for corporations and doing their products, and they have a shipping where they ship the products out and they ship them in for them to either repair, make, or whatever. And I'm like, I thought I was in Boeing. They had a shipping dock. They had all of that. I'm like, what? And the money that they get paid, what was it? I think it was like $1 a day, something like that. Come on, y'all. What is that? So my question is, can't some of the war on drugs monies that has been gathered and collected here in Wichita and in Kansas be used for the reparations funds? Somebody answer that question. I would love to hear that. And if California can do it, Wichita and Kansas can too. Because we know who the war has been on. And I know y'all tired, but hey, I'm coming to the end. And I want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedule, listening to my Facebook Live and some of the glitches that I had in it. I don't know what was going on. I tried to start early enough. I wanted you to hear that a new hip hop anthem song is just wonderful. But you know, it is what it is. Sometimes, you know, you're all right, and sometimes, you know, you just gotta shake it off and keep on going. So thank you for joining Kansas Justice Advocate Movement for Reparations Facebook Live. Let's turn these discussions into actions. Stay connected with the movement, amplify these conversations, and be a catalyst for change in your community. Until next time, keep the flame of justice burning. And before we go, I just want to show you one more time where the locations will be for the petitions. As Friday, this Friday, at the Urban League from 10 to 4 p.m. Saturday, the 9th, Paradise Baptist Church, 4401 East 17th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday, the 11th, Launchpad, Bryce Graham's Launchpad, 3926 East 13th Street North from 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday, March 18th, WSU Radican Student Center, 1845 Fairmount Street, number 56. I'll be at table 20 from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And if you want to know more about the movement, these are the dates that you can look up on my YouTube channel for Attorney Mickey Deans and KJA's presentation, panel discussion, and the presentation that I did that that KJA did to the people of Wichita. So we're gonna end it here. And I'm saying reparations then, reparations now for the people in Wichita. I love y'all. Peace out. Bye, y'all. Take care.